Hey, well, welcome to my 600 subscriber Q&A. Yay. Oh my god, that's squeaky as fuck. First of all, I should probably come clean. I just woke up. My sleep schedule is messed up. It's like 4 p.m. I was gonna be like, yeah, let's record my Q&A today, and then what do you know, it's 4 p.m. Nice. Well, I guess we'll just get straight into it. I guess we got a few questions, but by the way, before we start, I appreciate all you guys who subscribed recently. Thank you for 600 subscribers. This is why I'm doing the Q&A in the first place. I appreciate you. But let's get straight into it, shall we? First question comes from my friend Social Gaming. He says, "Ask Dream, how does it feel hitting your goal, and what are you going to be doing in the near future?" I apologize, I am still very tired. Holy shit. But how does it feel to hit 600? Honestly, it feels good being close to 1K, because 1K has always been a goal of mine. What am I going to be doing in the near future? I don't know. I don't really know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know. Not quite sure. I guess we'll find out. Next question comes from Galaxy Wolves, another friend of mine. Says, what do you like and dislike about Modern Warfare? I really like the gunplay of Modern Warfare. It's smooth and buttery. You can kill people pretty fast, which is kind of a dislike, but also a like at the same time. It's a lot better time to kill, in my opinion, than BO4. But what I dislike about it is probably like all the bullshittery that goes on in the game, like shotguns, claymores, tanks, and ground war and stuff like that. But I like the game overall. It's just I haven't have the chance to play it recently. But yeah, next question comes from Brandy, or Smeedle's chick, another friend. What would you be doing if you never wanted to pursue YouTube? I'd probably be in school right now. Well, I'm currently planning on going to school anyways, just for graphic design or something. Still haven't quite, I don't know, focused on it. I'm not really focused on it right now. But yeah, that's probably what I'd be doing. Next question comes from Jinxie. I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. I butchered it, maybe. Forgive me. But he said, other than being a YouTuber for a living or job, what would you do? This is pretty much the same question as last one, but what would I be doing? I mean, YouTube isn't really a living or a job for me yet. It's still just a hobby. I'm still working up towards it being a job, but at the same time, I don't really want it to be a job. I kind of just want it to be a side thing. I just like entertaining people. But as for what I would do, probably the same thing, graphic design or something along those lines. But yeah. And the next question comes from Scrubby Boy. He said, favorite COD campaign? My favorite COD campaign, probably Black Ops 2, just because of the alternate endings, and like you can play through it more than once, which I really like. But Modern Warfare's campaign was amazing. Next question comes from Prontastic. He says, what is one thing you want to see in Halo Infinite? A lot. I want to see a lot. But one thing. It's really hard to say. I guess like a really good story, because that's what I mainly play Halo for, is the story. But yeah, that's about it. Good gameplay mechanics. I don't know, something entertaining. Next question comes from Martin, or Troll Gamer. He says, What's your top 5 CODs up until now? Top 5. So we're gonna go from 5 to 1. So from like my top 5 lists up, down to up. Top 5 probably number 5. I don't know. This is World War II. Even though a lot of people bashed it, for the 5th spot, it's probably World War II. I don't know, I really liked the game at the beginning, but when it's like in the middle of its life cycle, it kind of just fell off for me, but I still enjoy the game. 4 probably, I don't know, probably Black Ops 1, I don't know. I really liked that game, the campaign was good. I didn't really play much the multiplayer, because I still was like fairly new to the shooter genre, I guess you could say. Plus Black Ops 1 was my first Call of Duty, so nostalgia. Number 3, probably Modern Warfare 3, just cause I love that game. I used to play it all the time. Black Ops 2 would be, oh no, Black Ops 3 number 2, and then Black Ops 2 number 1. I really love Black Ops 3 because it started my channel for me, and it's the game that I grinded the most, and the most fun I've ever had on Call of Duty, probably. Black Ops 2, just cause campaign, multiplayer, zombies, it was all really amazing. But yeah, I thank you for your question. Next question, what's your opinion on COD Mobile? I mean, I tried it a few times. It's pretty easy, but it's also boring. Like, it's boring easy, you know? Like, if a game is super easy, it gets really boring really fast. But it's got a lot of content, don't get me wrong, but I don't really like mobile games. It's just my opinion. Next question comes from Mr. Mixed Media, another good friend of mine. He asks, what are your current thoughts on Call of Duty and the COD community as a whole? I mean, I think Call of Duty has been on a slow decline, in my opinion, since like Black Ops 2, just cause like people started losing more and more interest, and it's now like, it's hard to explain, like microtransactions started to be a thing, like a really big thing, like supply drops and stuff in 2014 with Advanced Warfare, and that was kind of the downfall from there. But the game is like doing super well, and like sales and stuff, it's just the community is so like, I don't know, they just demand so much and they expect so much, but every year it's always the same or just a little bit worse or a little bit better. But I mean, the COD community is the COD community. It's the same every year. But thank you for your question. Next question comes from Codcast, and he says, what is your favorite song? I'm not really sure, actually. I have a few favorite songs, but none of them are like my top favorite song. I have a lot of songs that I really like. It's hard to choose, but if I were to choose, it'd probably be right now it's probably Logic's new song, OCD. That song's pretty good. I like it. But yeah, thank you. Next question comes from Shango. He says, do you sometimes get unmotivated to continue dropping videos? Yes. The answer is yes. If you guys have seen like the videos that I've been uploading, and I haven't really been uploading as much, that's because I have been having internet issues, and it's always unmotivating, and it sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, it happens, and I hope I can get back on the grind someday. It's just, I mean, it's hard to stay motivated all the time. But yeah, I think that's it for the questions. Yep, that's it for the questions. But I appreciate you, everyone. Send me a question from Twitter. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try and have this up. If you're watching this, it's probably later in the week. I'm too tired to edit right now. I just wanted to record. But yeah, thank you guys for 600 subscribers. You're crazy. And I'll catch you in the next video, whenever that is. And peace.